Luce Irigaray was born in Belgium, where she initially studied before moving to Paris in the early 1960s to study for a doctorate in psychology and psychopathology. Between 1962 and 1964, she returned to Brussels to work at the Fondation Nationale de la Recherche Scientifique. Shortly after her return to Paris, she became a researcher with the Centre National de la Recherche Scientifique, now with linguistics as her main focus. A participant in Lacan's seminars throughout the 1960s, she obtained her doctorate in linguistics in 1968. From 1970 to 1974 she taught in the Department of Psychoanalysis at the recently established University of Vincennes and was also a member of the École Freudienne de Paris. The publication in 1974 of her second doctoral thesis, this time in psychoanalysis, Speculum of the Other Woman, resulted in her dismissal from Vincennes and a break with Lacan. Her next book, This Sex Which Is Not One, contained a pointed critique of Lacan, Così fan tutti, and her 1977 paper Misère de la Psychanalyse developed the critique further still. In the 1980s and 90s, Irigaray held a number of teaching posts, including Professor of Philosophy at the Erasmus University in Rotterdam and Emeritus Professor of Philosophy at the University of Liverpool in 2005-07. Along with Julia Kristeva and Hélène Sixas, Irigaray is widely recognized for her singular contribution to feminism, which was and remains grounded in an innovative and often controversial engagement with Lacanian psychoanalysis and Derridean deconstruction. Her contribution to the Chaos develops some of Jacques-Alain Miller and Jean-Claude Milner's theses concerning a logic of the signifier, while also laying the groundwork for her later emphasis on specular identification and the phenomenon of sexual difference. The article was reproduced in her volume Parler en est jamais neutre, which collected most of her writings on science and many of her critiques of the Lacanian enterprise. This book was translated into English in 2002.